How much effect will ETH ETF approval have on the altcoin market in general? Isn't there a risk that the whole altcoin market will go down substantially with ETH if the SEC doesn't approve the ETH ETF? So there's a couple of considerations there. So what I try to do is think about all the pros and cons of what happens if the ETH ETF is approved and the cons of what happens if it is not. So first of all, these are some of the top 5 things I think could happen. 1, if it is approved, it'll give investors confidence in the cryptocurrency market beyond Bitcoin, which will lead to more capital inflow, which will raise all boats, which I'll say a lot probably in the next couple of slides. And this could actually drive a huge surge in Ethereum's price if there's a lot of ETF demand. Now, it will also improve the sentiment towards altcoins. And for a second here, the SEC doesn't have a leg to stand on because in the court of law, it was proven that XRP is not a security. And as I've always said, if XRP is not a security, I don't know what is. That means ETH should be a shoe-in, which means all the other L1s should be as well. And at the end of the day, it's Larry Fink who picks up the phone and tells the folks what to do. So that would actually help all the altcoins as well. It would also bring regulatory clarity to the US, which could encourage other countries to develop clear regulations for crypto, which would also benefit the altcoin market. And the approval of a major ETF could pave the way for more. And again, float all boats as well. So that is the pros if it happens. It's probably going to happen, but we don't know when. Could it be 3 months from now or a year from now? Somewhere in that time frame, I think, is a good chance of it happening. Now, the cons of what could happen if it's not approved. If they reject it, it could negatively impact Ethereum's price. But remember, ETH has survived without an ETF. It doesn't really need it. So the price hit may not be that much at all. And we've seen that a little bit. However, if there is a sell-off following the ETH denial, that could be bad and that could affect other alts. It could also drive increased regulatory scrutiny on other altcoins. And the other kind of con, this is weird because it's not a con of them denying the ETH ETF, but a con of if it is approved, it could lead to a crowding out of effect where all the capital flows into Ethereum, and that would be at the expense of the other altcoins. Again, I don't see that happening much, but I do not expect an ETH ETF to run like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a special asset, special category, etc. And there is an unlimited source of people now throwing rocks and mud at Ethereum about why it has problems. And I can speak to the technical issues it has, but the smart money will know there are probably safer, better, more undervalued places to go as well. So that's kind of what I think. It will be approved. It'll help the whole space. It'll float all boats, but it could take some time.